Hi, my name's Cameron Carlson. I'm here at Matsuricon 2012 with Mr. Sonny Strait. How you doing?
Great. How you been, man?
I'm all right. So it's been a year since the last time we got to see you. How have you been?
Oh, awesome. So many things going on. I am busy, dizzy all the time. I'm doing 4 conventions just this month alone. Yeah.
Okay. You also have a great webcomic called We Shadows, and it's had a really big, phenomenal success. It's been in, it's been in the top 10 for I don't know how long now. It's ridiculous how long it's been in the top 10. How does that make you feel?
That's awesome. See, We Shadows was actually a book that I had published at Tokyo Pop. And Tokyo Pop went under recently, and fortunately in my contract I was able to get my rights back. And as soon as I did, I put it online, and it's been remarkable. I mean, like in the first couple of months I'd hit 1 million hits on it, and the past 5 months it's been in the top 10. So it's great.
And
Shadows.com.
Vote it up. And you've also been doing a thing called Sketchapalooza. And what can fans, how can they participate, and what can they expect from it?
Sketchapalooza is something I started last year. People occasionally will write to me and ask me to do a commission for them, and I'm like, that's going to cost you about $200, right? And they're like, oh, no, I didn't want to spend that. And I said, well, yeah, I know. Most people can't. That's for businesses is usually what I do that stuff for. And so I thought about it, and I asked the last person I asked, I said, well, how much were you hoping to spend? And they said, $10. I went, $10? What would I do for $10? I thought, well, I would probably draw a character about this big. You could get anything you wanted, and that would be $10. So I thought, well, let me see how many people would be interested in that. Apparently, a lot of people are interested in that, and it got to where it would sell out. I would do like 20, then 30, and then they would sell out like in 2 minutes. Yeah. And then finally, people started getting really angry because they couldn't make it in. And I said, okay, here's what I'm going to do. So Christmas time last year, I said, I will, for 1 hour, I'll take as many orders that come in as they come, and I'll do all of them. It was 300, and I was doing them for months. Yeah. So it's been a really good success. But this is sometimes when you're a victim of your success, this was the case. So I still do Sketchapalooza, but I said I can't do it for 10. I do it for 20, which is still less than I do my convention sketches for, and they still sell out. So yeah. Now, in our last interview, you mentioned that you were writing a textbook about your mentor, Wendy Panini. How's that coming along? Has the book been able to go to publish so far? I'm just about finished with it. I'm just doing some tweaks here and there on it. It's actually an artist retrospective of her work and her life, and from the point of view of her apprentice, because I was her apprentice for a year. It's coming along really well. It's one of the most interesting and fun projects I've ever had the honor to do, and hopefully, I'm hoping it'll be out by next year.
And now, as an artist, voice actor, and writer, what's your motivation for doing all these wonderful things?
I'm just like an art junkie, I'm like a kind of person that if I see somebody doing something creative, I got to be a part of it. That's how I got into a band, because I was like, friends of mine were in band. I went, I want to be in a band, so I just started forming a band, It's the same with drawing and the same with acting, I just love the arts.
Cool. And as you mentioned, you're also in a band. What's it like to perform with them at different conventions and that type of jazz?
That started this year, and I'm having a blast with it. My band, White Girl, we just put out our first album. If you go to whitegirlstudios.com, you can download, I think, the whole thing for $4 or something. But you can listen to it on the site for free. But it's a blast, and which I try to make it, since I'm doing it mostly at conventions, more fan-oriented too. Like I play Drossel on Black Butler, and he sings London Bridge is falling down a lot. So my band does our own version of London Bridge, and we do a cover of the Dragon Ball Soul song from Dragon Ball Z Kai, because I sing that in the DVDs. So there's a lot of fan service, and as soon as I am allowed to do the Sogi King song publicly, that'll be in the band too.
All right, and now you also have a band. In the many roles you have played, what one would be your favorite one to do?
I always have to say Krillin. I mean, I love a lot of the roles I played, but Krillin was there from the beginning. It was my first one, and so you always remember your first.
Yeah, he's a good character. And now, are there any upcoming projects that we didn't talk about that you want fans to know about?
I'm trying to think of what I can announce. There's some really cool shows that I've done recently that I can't say anything about. I'm in One Piece, and One Piece is hitting, like, going to gangbangers right now. We're recording left and right. And So yeah, watch out for the new One Pieces, and they just get better and better and funnier and funnier. So and check out WeShadows.com. I keep updating that every day, Monday through Friday. And see me on Facebook. I can't make any more friends. Facebook won't allow me to have any more, but you can still talk to me because I don't look at my private messages anyway. So if you want to talk to me, just leave a message on my profile page.
All right, cool. And as we had talked about Facebook, any other way fans can keep up? At Twitter? I know you have a DeviantArt.
Yeah, I have a DeviantArt account. It's Sonion, Sonion. I do have a Twitter. I rarely update it. I'm horrible with that. You can check out sunnystrait.biz and WeShadows.com and whitegirlstudios.com as well.
All right, well, thank you so much for always coming back out here. Thanks to you so much.
Good seeing you again, brother.